downs and a lot of bumpy roads in the car, and it could be the driver, right?
Could be.
It could be the driver.
Could be him.
There is a head coach for a certain reason.
But let's not let that deter us from the fact that the Warriors are going to win the championship again. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, like rocking my Warriors Renewable Energy, you know, promo shirt that I got about 3 years ago when they won the championship, I think, right? P?
Yeah. Y'all got me clear, right?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Good. Okay, I forgot this type of mic. So you were talking about how the Clippers need to get a renewed coach, right? Doc Rivers probably where I was welcome. Here's your video.
That's tight. Heard you.
Word.
See, Doc Rivers wore out his welcome. And you guys were talking about how this is a bad thing, but you don't realize what Doc Rivers is. He's a damn good coach. He's a bad coach of personalities. Now, that's what happened. You had two really strong personalities with one guy wanting to have fun and one guy wanting to win. Mm-hmm. Instead of him saying, hey, mister, I want to have fun after we win the game, practice your damn free throws, be okay. So they both left. So Chris Paul left, greener pastures. He knew what was going to happen. Him and Harden made magic. Let's not deny that. Yeah. Magic. They're that damn good. Mm-hmm. Blake Griffin got traded. Blake Griffin's an injury-prone power forward that can't shoot a three. That position is no longer needed in NBA of today.
Agree.
So
we're not
as far
talk about his temperament, right?
I think Blake still. I think he's entertaining. I think he's got to give the Clippers
was entertaining.
No,
his better days are for sure behind him.
I think he was entertaining. I think he has a job outside of basketball. Just
I've seen him on Funny or Die more than I've seen him on ESPN. I'll say that.
How often you watch Funny or Die, bro? You get out the house? Do you do anything else? Are you putting that one video on YouTube on repeat every time?
YouTube feed updates very often.
Oh yeah, update. It's one video.
And
you don't want what? So they have 200 million views.
I agree with Blake Griffin has a job in Hollywood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There's longevity in Hollywood.
You got 200 million views on one video. You don't want getting 2 million of those. Just press a repeat over and over and over again.
But Blake Griffin would like that, and all of his stands would enjoy that.
Blake Griffin, and I don't care what anybody says. He's the guy that brought credibility to the Clippers. He's the reason people started thinking the Clippers are better than what they are. I mean, he used to just dunk. He started making an outside shot, but his position isn't good for today's NBA.
Probably he got them in the top 10 every, you know.
I think Oklahoma can make that same case as well, right?
Well, who?
Oklahoma.
They're gonna be okay. I don't think they're gonna be good this year.
I'm saying, but like he was a phenom at some point in time. He was like,
when he played, yeah, he was crazy. He's a crazy athletic guy. Yeah. Now he's getting older.
He was hurt when he first came in. He couldn't play this first year, so it's like he kind of brought that fervor to the Clippers.
But he gave the Clippers credibility, and that's amazing to me. The fact that I've been a Clipper fan for 20 years. My day I became a Clipper fan is when they got rid of their number 2 draft pick, which was Tyson Chandler, to pick up Elton Brand, the former Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm, right.
That told me somebody's doing something smart for once. I better get on this train right now. That's it. And I didn't follow the Clippers from there because personally to me, I enjoy having discount tickets when I see a basketball game. I don't want to pay full price. I've been there for a minute. These past 5 years have been a little tough because now they charge them the $20 to park. It used to be just 10 to 5, you know. But that's my team. I'm going to rep my team.
Heard you.
So I've been there since day one. And as far as I'm concerned, this year, and you guys keep again, people talk about Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers proved he can coach last year.
Oh, he can coach.
His starting five. He had 40 something different lineups of starting fives because of injuries and everything else that happened. Bring guys from the D League up to do what they got to do. Those D League guys are on different teams now. Williams, I think, is on the Pelicans. Evans went somewhere else. They got guys. He coached them up, did a really good job. But
what about Austin Rivers, though? Can we explain?
I think that was a big issue.
Nepotism.
I think nepotism was a big issue, but let's look at it what it is. His contract was a $14 million contract. That's pretty okay for the NBA nowadays.
Right, overpaid for him though. He should have got the league minimum.
At the time, it's probably a little bit more, but Austin Rivers earned his contract. Austin Rivers played his ass off. Austin Rivers soon became a bench player that was getting 10 points, 5 assists a game. He was coming off the bench doing very, very well. And if you wanted me to say anything, he was the next jersey I was going to buy for the Clippers because that one game when they played Portland and Blake broke his pinky toe and Chris Paul did something, Austin went out there and balled his
had to custom that jersey. They don't sell that jersey, man.
No, they do. You got to find it. You just go there. They iron it on for you. It's okay.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But he went out there, balled his ass off, and he damn near lost the eye to play and win. I had nothing but love for Austin. I think he's going to work very well in Washington. I think he's going to be really good in Washington. But
is that where he's at?
He's in Washington.
He definitely needs to get away from under his Pop's thumb.
Yeah. He had to go.
I think he was on a better trajectory when he was playing for the Pelicans.
No, they released him. They were going to release him. He got him for they got him for pretty cheap, but I think his Pops need to have him for at least a year. Do a little bit, then should trade him.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. The Wizards still have Bradley Beal and John Wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't see where he's going to get his shots or
he's
his
coming off the bench.
Okay, those who do start.
Oh, they start. Okay.
He's going to come off the bench like he did with the Clippers. He's going to. I don't think he'll be a starter. I think he'll be a starter in Orlando. I think he'll be a starter. He'll be a starter in Milwaukee. He'll be a starter in some other places. But on that one, he comes off the bench and he's a damn good bench player. Like, let's go. Lou Williams. Lou Williams should not be a bench player, but they keep him on the bench and he scores 20-some points.
Lou Williams is really good.
He's one of the best bench players in the league.
Yeah. Jamal Crawford, another former Clipper. He was a bench player. He could have started if he wanted to. They pulled him off. So when they attack the second team can't handle that guy.
If it's not Doc, then what's the move? Like, what do they need to do? They need to draft better. Like, I don't understand. Like,
I think Doc was a big part of it, and I'd say this word Doc was a big part of it. When Doc came over, when we still had Donald Sterling. He said, I want to be, that's a shit time to talk. He said, I want to be the coach and the GM. Whenever anybody says that, they are doing the dumbest thing in the world. If you don't think it's hard enough just to coach an NBA team, now you got to go evaluate talent across the NBA while you're coaching? Yeah. That's dumb.
Too much.
People, you can't multitask and you're that high a level. If you get paid that much money, fuck multitasking. You should have focused on coaching.
Thanks.
He could have sat back and then pulled Blake aside and pulled Chris aside and say, listen, I don't know what the fuck y'all beef is, but you got to fix this. We got to fix this. And they would have been better. But as soon as Ballmer came in and said, okay, we see what happens. Ballmer went and looked at that whole Austin Rivers thing and said, yo, hold up. Maybe you don't need to have this position anymore as a GM. Pulled it away from him. Then they got hired 3 other people to do the job. Now, everybody keeps sleeping on the Clippers, and I promise you, Vegas says 35 and a half games are going to win this year. Oh, that's over-underline. They're going over. They're definitely going over. Ooh. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but they're going over. I think
they might win 40.
Last year they did 40, and now it's 40 with Band-Aids, Stickum, and duct tape on everybody on that team. Mm-hmm. They're gonna do at least 40 this year if most people stay healthy. That's
what's their top 8 or like at least the starting 5? Like
top 8 for what?
For the Clippers. Like I don't even know their lineup.
Pat Beverly, point guard.
All right, that's decent. Even though he's a bench player.
Avery Bradley, shooting guard.
Also a bench player in the league should be.
He is a defensive guy. You got to look at the Clippers in a different way than everybody else. And here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you the best expansion. It's the 2000.
So it's Pat Bev too. You guys got 2 defensive specialists starting. That's cool.
Now Danilo Gallinari, trash. So
folks with Gallo,
Gallinari's nice.
Bruh, he was injured all year long.
He's lazy. You're right. He is
don't
lazy.
Play no defense.
Right, he's lazy. He played for the Knicks, so I
think he's gonna have to play defense playing for.
He has to. He will.
He's gonna have to play defense.
He's going to. Who's our shooting guard? Who's our Tobias Harris? Playing the 4.
A lot of potential there.
And then Gortat. Tobias is going to make his money this year. He was putting up Blake Griffin numbers without Blake Griffin injuries. That's why they got rid of him for a lot less money. Yeah. And so that's your starting 5. Tobias Harris playing the 4. Way
better offensive player.
Gortat in the 5. Your bench players coming off: Lou Williams, Boban. I can't say the last name. Dude's just he beast. He gets
African dude.
No, the big old 7'5" Slovenian guy.
Oh no,
he beast.
No idea.
He beast dudes. Boban.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I forget his name now.
Yeah, him and Tobias Harris, they do dances before the games and everything like that. Everybody loves Toby and Bobby. Who's another one that they got? Another defensive guy. Oh, they picked up a dude from the Wizards, Mike Scott. Mike Scott. So
Mike Scott's a bowler.
Yeah. So that's 5. That's 8. And Darius Thorwell still playing, and he's coming up in the ranks.
You guys got Gortat too.
Yeah, Gortat. I told him starting 5. He's starting
everybody's poster.
Everybody's.
Go to every fucking kid's room right now.
And they got Milos Teodosic, who was injured last year, but that dude put on some of the nicest passes I've ever seen.
What's his name?
Milos Teodosic. He was the guy everybody wanted to come over here. You think of him as Ricky Rubio, but better. Ricky Rubio, Ricky Rubio can now shoot, but Ricky Rubio, but better passes, everything like that.
Okay.
So the Clippers, to me, everybody gets more. See, don't worry, this is
fighting for the 8th seed.
I don't think they're gonna make that.
Yeah, right.
The West is too deep.
I was just seeing if you were gonna jump out the gym and say that. That's why I was. Yeah, I was just.
But I think they'll end up giving some good teams some really good games.
Oh yeah.
You know,
like tomorrow night's the start of the season. We're going to play the Nuggets. Nuggets were
that's going to be a good game.
Nuggets were one right before us. We were the 10 seed.
Sure.
10 seed. They were the 9th seed. So we were tied up for the last 3 games last year against the Nuggets. But I think it's going to be a real competitive game. I think that's going to be a nice fight. And I think the Clippers going to be a new dirty dogs. You know, the ones that doing underhanded, just dirty, grinding away, playing defense, box people out.
Right.
Getting those rebounds.
He's going to have a lot of heart then.
Oh, yeah. I think, and that's the heart part is what really matters. That's why they hired that guy from Sports Illustrated. I think he's going to be the one to.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the one to create the narrative that people are going to now follow for the Clippers, because the Clippers never had a narrative. Clippers always been the second team in LA. They always been the underdog.
Right.
And Ballmer picked them up, and Ballmer said, "You know, what we got to do is get the kids." So far, the Clippers have now been rebuilding the parks, rebuilding the basketball courts, repainting them, putting
that's
new
where
courts up there for the kids to play, have a good time.
That's an interesting point, Bat. You heard that?
No.
He's speaking about like all of the community work that the Clippers do, which is like really dope.
Lakers haven't touched community work in I don't know how long. They don't have to. That's okay. That's just what
they're too busy exploiting the community.
You're in the LA area. They can make the money all they want.
Exactly.
The Clippers are going to try to get the people things that they just can't have. Like I have never seen any Laker event come out here. I just saw the Clipper free throw bus coming out here a long time ago. Go to the kids' school and let them shoot free throws. Have fun with them. We got the Agua Caliente Clippers, which is the G League team right in Ontario.
Okay.
And
I know that.
Yeah, it's the best ticket in town, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not good as real basketball, but it's you can get damn near front row seats for $30 and sit there and watch a good game. It's fun.
So the Clippers developmental team is what you're saying?
Yeah,
okay.
That's actually good to know.
That is really good to know.
So, yeah.
But that's really good to know, though, man, that they actually like committed to doing good things in the community. Like, not a lot of organizations care.
Well, Ballmer paid $2 billion for the team. He had to figure a way how to make sure they know, hey, how are we going to get a fan base besides picking them up and moving them? And to be real with you, they need to move. I ain't gonna lie.
They need their own home, right?
The Clippers, if the Clippers went to Vegas,
okay,
that'd make my day. Make my day.
Really?
Because Vegas is fanatical about their teams. They only got 2. They got the Golden Knights, and they have the Las Vegas Aces. Tell me what league the Las Vegas Aces is about, guys. Let me know.
Just getting ready to ask
I would say arena football.
No, WNBA.
What?
That actually was my second guess.
WNBA.
Crazy.
And if you've been to Vegas, you know on the New York, they have that big old statue of the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Whenever their teams are playing, they put her in the jersey. Last time I was there, I saw that Liberty had a big old Aces jersey. Like, what the fuck's the Aces?
Right.
Gonna find out the team they repping the WNBA team.
And I'm sure it's a playing card, right?
No,
it's not.
It's a spade, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they are repping their team. Vegas is showing love. So when the Raiders go up there, that team is going to go black and silver and ain't turning back. They are going to be sick. And I would love to see the Clippers get love like that. It'd be nice, but it's going to be like the Chargers. The Chargers ain't ever getting love in LA. They play 16 away games. That's exactly what it is. People come out to that stadium
and they're winning too. They're doing well.
They were doing really good. The Chargers are doing really nice.
But so are the Rams. So it's just almost just like these picky LA fans can continue to be themselves.
Okay. So don't blame it on the picky area. LA's like
we all know LA and Miami when it comes to sports. They're
you got.
It's not a show time. It's not a show for them. They don't care.
You're right because we got other shit to do. There's a beach right down the street. If you ain't good, we don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. LA and Miami.
That's just how it is. You in Minnesota where you snowed in. Okay, you got something to watch on TV. Good for you. We don't have to worry about that out here. That's just how it works.
Right. Comes with the
understandable, I guess.
So this is how you can do a show. Just sit back and talk. If you guys want to do it, let me back out. See how you'll.
Nah, this is great.
This is great.
I'm
this is very natural.
We definitely see that your experience.
Right. Sure. Too damn long.
But,
Definitely,
I like the dynamic.
No, I do. It's good.
I like hearing us all talking. Kind of
chime in and also
where the pockets are at, stuff like that. The beats.
Well, when you
it's like playing basketball.
It is. It's when you have a show and you have a dynamic you want to run with and you have something you want to say.
Yeah.
It's always really really good just to have your points you want to make and then have a way to get your points across to each other, whether making eye contact or raising your hand or something like that, so you don't step on each other when you speak. So just this is a passionate subject of mine, being a Clipper fan. Honestly, I can't wait. I already asked one website if I could be their Clipper podcast, just once a week talk Clippers, because we are a mighty few. We are a few. We ain't mighty, but we might as well get a voice. So let's go. Somebody's gonna say yes to us and let us do some cool things. And maybe I'll get press passes for it, and then I can eat free food at the Staples Center, which will be nice.
And that's a W right there.
Right, that's a big W. Like the show I got coming on after this tonight, we're actually some people I met when I was doing a lot of festivals, when I do a lot of music festivals. So we talk about music festivals. We're going to talk about the festivals I just went on and things like that. And I got to explain to them that we got to figure out what your final goal is. What's the goal of this? So when you do want to do a show, you guys want to do a sports show? Is your goal to soon be press, so you can then go do interviews, go meet people, maybe get invited places,
kind of evolve to that point.
And then use this as a vaulting point. Maybe you get so good, you get enough of an audience. Somebody says, "Well, we'll pay you to go do this for us."
Right. Yeah. Okay, so just to double back to the Clippers real quick, could you explain to me,
please,
exactly what the mascot is? Is it
It's a condor.
It's a condor, not a toucan.
No, it's a condor.
Gotcha.
Okay, you know what a clipper is, right?
It's a bird.
No. You know what a clipper is?
No.
Like something you clip on.
No. So the Clippers are like, okay, you know why? Okay, why are the Lakers called the Lakers?
Because they were from Michigan. They were
and that's
lakes.
Above 1,000 lakes. They were the Lakers. They just chose not to name the name. The Jazz. Why the Jazz called the Jazz? Because they were from New Orleans
originally,
and they don't allow music in Utah for some reason, so they kept the name. So
very trash that way.
So a clipper is a fighting ship. It's an old school fighting ship.
Right, okay.
So all those actual sails
is for a clipper. It's for a clipper.
Yeah.
So it's a fast fighting ship used to do battle. A condor is one you put at the top of the ship to maybe you find land.
There we go. That's where that bird comes in.
My personal opinion, they should have went for Popeye. That would have been perfect. Popeye as a mascot. Bomber could have bought Popeye. That would have been a badass mascot as far as I was concerned.
That's true.
But yeah, so I know a lot of people would, when you start thinking about those mascots things, why are they called this? Why are they called that? The Clippers is probably the most
I don't know any of that.
Crazy thing people don't know about.
Right.
That makes sense though.
Well,
I saw the bird. I saw the bird. I thought it was a toucan. I thought it was supposed to be like some exotic bird that you guys are just kind of like different.
No, we will. I'll tell you this. Bomber wanted a mascot, and he wanted a mascot after he saw the coyote from San Antonio. He's like, we need this in our arena to draw the audience in. If you ever been to a Clipper game, you can get tickets. Go fill up, take a gas, and the chains lift, or get some tickets afterwards. That's how it's going to be this year. Mm-hmm. You will see that condor actually draws a crowd. People like it. He makes it fun. He comes around. Yeah. And again, the first night he came out, it was a sponsorship with Chuck Taylor, Converse. That's why it's called Chuck the Condor. He wears Chuck Taylor shoes out there.
Some history right there.
I mean, Nike owns Converse. Nike has sponsored an NBA.
Yeah,
there's got to be something you can do there.
Yeah, well, Nike. I think Nike is they're the ones making new jerseys, right?
Yeah.
For the next at least next 3 years now.
Yeah,
they did it for 2 years.
Got the new city jerseys.
I think it's 10.
Old.
It's 10. I thought it was 5.
Yeah,
it was 10.
We we got the new city jerseys that are our old San Diego colors, where we're orange and blue and orange. So,
Yeah, well, that's good to know. I mean, I know you asked me earlier, Bernard, what do I do? I'm a filmmaker. Just recently graduated from a film school out here in LA, called Columbia College Hollywood in Tarzana.
all right,
And so story, I think, especially when it comes to talking about, we're talking about like huge mainstream sports, storylines are everything.
they are.
It is what makes people who aren't necessarily like big sports heads into it. I didn't want to tune in, you know. So just knowing that about kind of like the Clipper and the idea of you guys being in that same echelon as the Pirates, the Raiders, the Pittsburgh Steelers, there's a ferocity that comes along with being a you know a sea voyager, a pirate. You know what I mean?
Right.
That the Clippers need to lean into. I think. You know.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, so you could look at that. They were actually trying to capture that a couple of times. One of the alternate jerseys that had the powder blue,
Right.
and they have nautical flags on there. The nautical flags were, nautical flags all spell letters. Those letters on that jersey was LAC. Those three
Right, right.
flags.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things. Again, people who I am a full-on exception to the rule for Clipper fans. I'm ridiculous about it. I picked this team because I figured I'll pick the worst team. I'll get the tickets. It's right down the street. Ain't no problem. I'm not to fight anybody for the past 4 or 5 years. A little bit of a fight. But it was nice to have people there, people screaming for your team for once, and we shouting down other teams. You motherfuckers, though. Even when you were bad, when we first coming together, oh my God. We used to we would talk
Oakland, California.
We would talk shit all day. And that's the best part. But so that's the thing that makes me mad. Only thing that makes me really mad about this whole Clipper thing is we should have had some damn good battles between the Clippers and the Warriors.
They were, and then we just got so much better than you guys that it stopped being a battle.
It should have
started being a beating.
the one yeah, it was a beating.
That is a big fact.
I definitely remember that it was a battle. It very contentious. Even regular season games
were
great.
they
Almost
were
rivalry, right? Like
fun.
There was a rivalry,
bubbling rivalry.
Yeah. Past you guys, stopped being a rivalry. Just be picking on you guys.
And I think the thing that would have made it happen is remember the Clippers were up 3-2 games against the Rockets, and they lost the 2 games afterwards. And if they wouldn't have lost, it would have been a Clippers Warriors Western Conference Finals.
Right. Yeah, it would have been amazing.
Ooh, how bad would that have been? How good would that have been?
Nice.
And then you wouldn't have to worry about Doc Rivers being a GM picking up Josh Smith, the dude that's torched you the last time. Put on your team. That was the thing. I was like, bro, we could have got a whole bunch of other people.
Right. It's one of many mistakes made.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well
But I think this opportunity would be good to kind of see as you kind of just let Bernard know exactly what we're talking about in the car right up there about what we think
Right.
Okay,
the
you want me
YB
to stop the
podcast should
video?
be.
Stop the video because it's live right now. We can just have a conversation. Okay. No, I'll stop it. I gotta go inside. Take off your headphones.
I like having them on for some reason. It's like a security blanket.
You in the zone, baby.